Alright, so in today's video we're going to talk about the top 5 attacker class characters in the game. So before we jump into that, there's a few rules. All the characters will be having a base of 4 stars. There will be nothing less than that because we do want the max attack possible. And we will be considering their basic attacks, their special skills, and their traits to decide the 5 best ones. And I'm also just going to give you the 5 best ones. I'm not going to go over through all the attackers in the game. Cause that'll take too long, waste. Although there isn't a lot, but you get what I'm saying. Alright, let's jump right into it. Also, this will be in preparation for Brawl 8, so there will be no treasure involved. We're just gonna count the traits that applies to the character without being influenced by any treasure or any allies. This will be simply like reliant on themselves alone. Alright, so the first character is Zorro, and his trait, when your strength is more than 70%, change down to a staggering effect. So this is very good. So you will not be knocked down while you're doing all these fights with other opponents. Very good is skills. So skill 1 is Ultra Tiger Hunt, a mid-range charge attack, and nullifies stagger for a set period of time. So at level 5 it deals a attack of 891 and he has a 48 cooldown time for the skill. And his skill 2, Nigiri Tower Climb Ripple. So long range attack is basic. And at level 5 he does 377 damage and a cooldown time of 18 seconds. So this is a very spammable move. So Zorro is at the bottom of the top 5 because his basic attacks are very good. It's just that his skills and his traits don't provide him with a lot when he's doing solo battles. This is more reliant on doing battles that involves treasure. Alright, and the next character we're going to jump into is, let's see. Alright, we're going to go into Katakuri. So his traits. So this man is very good. So he cannot be knocked down, he changed down to a staggering effect. And when receiving damage from an enemy, 2% chance to dodge without taking damage or doing one or the other. And when receiving damage from an enemy, 100% chance to reduce the cooldown time of dodge by 50%. So this means whenever he's getting attacked, his cooldown time of the dodge will be reduced and you could end up doing a perfect dodge with him. And it's very spammable, which is very good. And when using skill 1, boost attack by 30% and this lasts for 10 seconds. This is very good. This means that he will be doing a lots of damage as long as you activate skill 1 first and probably follow up by skill 2. And his boost rate is increased critical damage dealt by 10%. Let's go into his skills. Skill 1, Power Mochi. A mid-range attack and nullifies stagger for a set period of time and acquires knockback effect at level 5. Skill attack is 330 and he has a cooldown of 29 seconds. Very good. And skill 2 is Rainfall Mochi. A mid-range area attack, nullifies stagger for a set period of time and acquires speed debuff effect at level 5. The skill attack is very low, it's 185, but the opponent's speed is reduced by 30% and this lasts for 20 seconds. Very good. While this has a cooldown time of 51 seconds. That's decent. Because this skill does so much, that cooldown time is worth it. Very good character. And then the third one, jump into my man, Monkey D. Luffy, Gear 4. His traits. He nullifies shock, nullify entrance, and when receiving damage from an enemy, 5% chance to boost defense by 20%, which lasts for 10 seconds. And when using skill 2, boost attack by 30%. This also lasts for 10 seconds. And when your strength is more than 80%, resist staggering effect. This is very good so far. In skill 1, Gum Gum Leo Bazooka. It's a mid-range attack with a knockback effect and nullifies stagger for a set period of time and acquires speed debuff effect at level 5. So at level 5 this skill does a attack of 377 and the opponent's speed is reduced by 10%, which lasts for 20 seconds while it has a cooldown time of 29 seconds. This is very good. This means that if you're getting ganged up by lots of enemies, you use this move, you will create a bit of separation between you and them. And skill 2, Gum Gum King Kong Gun. A mid-range area attack with a chance to inflict tremor. Tremor is very good. And nullifies stagger for a set period of time. So the skill attack is 566 and the tremor activation is 100%, while it lasts for 5 seconds. This move will have a cooldown of 62 seconds. That's pretty bad. 62 seconds, pretty long out here. Even with medals that reduce cooldown time of skills. Good character overall though. And then we jump into Sabo, number 4. Alright, so Sabo traits. When a character from your team is KO'd, boost crit by 300%. This lasts for 20 seconds. So if Brawl 8 isn't really going to be a team fight, this part won't really matter. So I don't know if I should exclude that yet. Aside from that, when receiving damage from an enemy, 15% chance to reduce damage received by 30%. Very good. He nullifies a flame, cannot be burned. And when critical occurs to the opponent, he inflicts a flame. And when dealing damage to an enemy inflicted with a flame, increase damage dealt by 20%. Very good. And when using skill 2, reduce the cooldown time of skill 1 by 15%. Excellent. And boost trait, increase critical damage dealt by 10%. Very good. So his skill 1 is Fire Fist Flame Fence. It sets a mid-range attack that damages enemies for a set period of time by setting them aflame. It is removed after a certain period of time. The skill attacks is 189 and the flame probability is 100%. A flame lasts for a long time, 10 seconds, and 90 damage per second. Cooldown time of 29 seconds. This move is pretty good. And skill 2, Flame Dragon King. A long range attack with a chance to set enemies aflame and nullify stagger for a set period of time. The skill attack is 754 and a flame activation probability is 50%. Because this is a chance, it doesn't set them aflame. It says chance to set them aflame, so the probability is less. A flame lasts for 10 seconds and the damage is 90 damage per second. The cooldown time is 48 seconds. I think for this move it's definitely worth it for that cooldown time. While Sabo's normal attacks, they're decent, but it's just the camera angles when he's using them, it's all disoriented. But aside from that, very good character. And then time skip Luffy. This guy is a monster. I think he might be the best attacker in the attacker class. He nullifies shock and nullify entrance. When your strength is more than 70%, boost the cooldown reduction speed of dodge by 50%. This is very good. You always want to have more dodge, more chances for less damage taken, as long as you do a perfect dodge, that is. And the more dodges you do, the more likely you will get better at dodging perfectly. So very good. And when you KO an opponent, reduce the cooldown time of skill 2 by 30%. This move is excellent for fighting a horde of enemy, because the more enemies you defeat, the quicker you'll be able to use skill 2. And boost trait, increase critical damage dealt by 10%. Very good. Let's go into his skills. Skill 1, Gum Gum Elephant Gatling. A mid-range multiple hit area attack, become temporarily invincible after use. The skill attack is 170, but he has a maximum of 5 hits. So 170 times 5, it's 850 damage in total, as long as these hits hit the opponent. Pretty good. And being invincible, that means while he's doing this move, the opponent's attacks will not be affecting you. So no matter how much enemies that surrounded you and trying to do all their attacks while you're doing this, they will just be wasting their time. Very good skill. He has a cooldown time of 66 seconds. This is reasonable for an invincible skill. And he's one of, I believe, 3 characters in the game that have an invincibility to their skill. Very good. In skill 2, Gum Gum Fire Fist Pistol Red Hawk. A mid-range attack that sets enemies aflame and nullifies stagger for a set period of time. So the skill attack is 566 damage at level 5. The activation probability for a flame is 100%, and a flame lasts for 10 seconds, and the damage is 90 per second. The cooldown time is 33 seconds. This is very reasonable for this skill. In terms of characters, everyone is probably going to pick Luffy as one of the 2 characters they will be using in Brawl 8. But me, I'm either going to choose Luffy or Stampede Sabo. Right now, I'm leaning more towards Luffy. But I'll see. But I'm probably going to go with Stampede Sabo though. By the way, all these characters, I didn't mention their normal attacks, but they do have relatively good normal attacks, especially Time Skip Luffy. His normal attacks are amazing. One Zorro, very good normal attacks. Katakuri, got nice normal attacks too. Stampede Sabo, his normal attacks are decent. Gear 4 Luffy, normal attacks also decent. So aside from Zorro, you don't want to use any ranged characters in Brawl 8. And these are the 5 characters I highly believe that most people will be using in Brawl 8. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoy, subscribe for more videos, and I hope to see you for the next one.